All right, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another gaming video, and I'm really into this game, but I'm going to kind of just walk you through it and talk to you and show you what I got going on, and I'd love to hear feedback from some other YouTube gamers out there. If you're playing this game, let me know what you think about it. But I've been playing this alien shooter game, and I'm going to just do a walkthrough because if I play it and try to record it at the same time on this computer, it's too much processing power. That's one of the things I wanted to mention is when I first started playing this game, when it first came out, it just kept freezing up constantly and messing up. And I wrote YouTube and the feedback on it and told them what it was doing. And I went back to it a few days later and miraculously it was working. So I feel like they actually heard my feedback, which is cool and that's good. And I don't know what they changed, but the game is actually playable now. I'm not using a gaming laptop or anything. I mean, I'm sure if you had a dedicated gaming laptop with a video card and all this extra power and everything, you could play it. But I'm using a silicone Mac with which is a pretty modern computer, and it still wasn't able to keep up. I mean, this is a fast computer, and it was expensive, and it was still using too much memory. And I actually did try to record it a week or so ago and play the game while recording it, and that just used too much processing power, so it kept freezing up. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of do a quick walkthrough today and show you guys and tell you about the game, and I would love to hear some other people's feedback. So anyways, here we go. The first thing I want to mention is everything is extremely expensive. If you can see my mouse on the screen here, these crystals right up here that I have 3 of them, you need like 150 of these. So if you look at your ship here, these are my ships and I've purchased all of these. I purchased them all. Now they only go up to 2 stars is as high as they go. So I guess if you buy skins for them, maybe some of these skins are like 5-star spaceships. I don't know, but this is where it gets crazy. But you can see like for these, you need 150 of these crystals. And you also need 50 of these purple crystals to buy that. You can see here, I have 1 of these purple crystals. And every time you buy something with them, it resets to 0 again. So you spend them like money. And this is my big thing with this game. Everything is ungodly expensive. I mean, everything, in my opinion, is too expensive. Because how are you going to get to 150 of these crystals? If we just back out of here and you look at the game map, this is the game map. Starts off on level 1. I have beat the entire game, and these levels with 3 stars I've beaten 3 times on easy, hard, and crazy mode is what it is. It's easy, hard, and crazy. So like this one I beat on easy and hard. I haven't beat it on crazy yet. That one's actually pretty difficult. Number 11. I'm having a little problem getting through that. But if you come up here and look, there's 51 boards or 50. There's 52 boards. Now I have beat the entire game, and I only have 3 of these crystals and like 7,000 bucks in my wallet right now. Now I've been spending a lot of money on upgrades and stuff, but the crystals are just very hard to come by. I mean, you can see I beat the whole game, and I'm not even 1/100th on the way to having enough money to buy a new skin or something. I mean, when you consider that you have to have 150 of those blue crystals and you also have to have the green crystals or whatever, I'm nowhere near close enough. So there's also these special levels that when you play them, they give you coin. Like you can play them as many times as you want. They're difficult. Like this S3, you have to play it with the red plane, and every time you beat it, you get like 4,000 coins or something. And you can play it as many times as you want, but it's difficult. So here's like S2, you can do it again. But you can see, I mean, I've made some progress. I've beat the game already once, and then played all of these levels 3 times and beat them all 3 times, like all the way up here towards level 17. I've been messing around. But there's also, this is campaign mode. You can also play in boss mode, and I've been spending a lot of time doing this. And this is, from what I can see, the fastest way to get these blue crystals. but it's still completely random and completely ridiculous on how expensive it is. Like this is the last boss, and it keeps bringing me to this last boss. That's number 13. But so you have to play all of these bosses. Here we are in the first one. You have to play them and beat them on easy. Oops, I just played that. I guess we're gonna play. This is easy, medium, and hard. Sorry, I didn't actually even mean to click on that, but we're gonna go through this now and play it. This is the first boss on easy mode though, so it shouldn't be too hard of a deal. Okay, so I beat him right there. Now you can see I got like 50 coins and no crystals. I got 30 coins for that and no crystals. All right, I won't do that again. So there we got to see me playing. But so that's just an example, and it's a good example because what you're doing in this boss mode is you have to collect, see this 2 of 2? Every time you beat them, you have the opportunity to earn a crystal, but it's on an algorithm. So like 1 out of 10 times, it'll give you one of those blue crystals. And then once you get 2 crystals out of the easy mode, then you have to get 2 crystals out of the medium, 2 crystals out of the hard. And then you can see we collect all crystals from easy, medium, hard, and boss mode to increase 5% damage when meet this boss. Now this isn't all perfect English either. I think this is a Chinese company, so the instructions everywhere are hard to understand because that's what it's increase 5% damage when meet this boss. So anyways, so you'll get one of these blue crystals like 1 out of 10 times that you beat this thing. You saw how easy it was for me to beat that thing? 1 out of 10 times it'll give you a crystal. So you have to play this like 30 times to get crystals, whatever. I mean, you have to play it 20 times to get 2 crystals out of it here. 20 times, you have to beat it 20 times, not just play it. You have to beat this guy like 20 times to get 2 crystals. And so that brings me into something else I wanted to mention. If you see my mouse, if you look up here at this little lightning bolt where it says 15 and there's a little timer counting down, this has to say at least 5. So it's on 15 now. If I play it and beat that guy in 10 seconds or whatever, you use 5 of those lightning bolts every time. So it'll go down to 10, and then it counts up. See, it goes to 0, then it goes to 16, and then the timer is at 30 seconds. So every 30 seconds, you gain 1 little lightning bolt. 17. But every time you play the game and die or kill somebody or whatever, you spend 5 of them. So you have to have at least 5 of these in order to play. Now you start off at 100. So I guess what is that? 20. That's 20 times you can play this thing. So I've been doing this boss mode, and you saw how quickly I beat that thing. Every time you do that, it's 5 lightning bolts. So you can only come in here and do this. I mean, if you want to sit down and play this boss mode, you can play it 20 times, and then you have to stop until you recharge your little lightning bolts. Just a thought, so keep that in your mind. I'm not really sure why they do that. It's just the way that the game is. But I've been just blowing through it, and then you have to stop because you have to recharge all that. But anyways, this is the quickest way that I've seen to get these blue crystals, and it still takes forever because of everything that I just said. And I mean, you're going to have to play this thing like 2,000 times to get 150 crystals or so. I mean, it's in my opinion, they made everything way too expensive, but I guess that's how they're trying to keep you interested in playing the game. I would much rather them just eventually come and update a new version and add more boards to the map and like more options and more crystals or special levels, or add things here and have the map, come out with new versions and be able to earn crystals somewhere else other than doing that. But apparently for now, this is the game. This is the only options you have, and this is how expensive everything is. But I mean, you can see my spaceships even. Like if you click on this, if I want to upgrade this green spaceship right now, you can see down here, like I've upgraded the power to level 17 of 30, but you need 13 of these blue crystals to upgrade the power again. So that's just one thing you need those crystals for. It's ridiculous. So if I get up to 13 up here, I have 3. I will spend those crystals. I mean, if I get 13 and I decide that I want to upgrade my power and I spend them, it goes back down to 0 and you lose all of your crystals again. So at the same time, let's say you want to buy this skin, which is what I'd like to buy. Or, well, say you want to buy this skin, you need 150 of them. So it's just, and also you need 20 of these green crystals. To buy that skin, you need 20 of these green crystals and 150 of these blue crystals. You can see here I have 3 green crystals. And I've already beat the game once and I play all the time and everything, and that's what I have. I have 3 of 20. And even to buy this skin here, which is what I'm probably going to save for next because it's a 25 increase in your damage potential, I'd probably want to go ahead and just buy this because it makes the game really easy. All I need is 10 of these crystals, excuse me. I have 3 of them. I need 10 of these, and then I'll just have to save up a bunch of money and get to 100,000, which, you know, that I can do that in a few days of playing a lot. But the 10 crystals is what it'll take forever. I've been waiting, for example, for, let me back out of here. For this plane right here, I've been waiting to upgrade this. You can see down here I need 4. I need 4 of these blue crystals, which shows right here I have 3 of 40, which I don't even know what the 40 is. It says 3 of 40. I'll get into that. There's so many options on this game. I'm just going to give you a synopsis, and I'm letting you know how expensive everything is. There's special items here that you can unlock and everything, but it takes crystals. My point is, though, is I have 3 of them, and I've been waiting to upgrade this power level to level 15 right here. And you need 8,000 coins, and you need 4 of these blue crystals. I've been waiting for over 2 weeks to get 1 more blue crystal, and it's never given me one. And it basically just decides on an algorithm, I think, to award them to you as you're playing the game. As you destroy enemies and kill them, sometimes a blue crystal will pop up, or it could be one of these crystals, a teal one or a green one. So there's all of these different crystals. And if I sit down and play the game for an hour or 2 one night, I might get a crystal, maybe. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, I mean, this is just another example. Besides buying the skins and everything and all of these upgrades, you also need crystals to do what they call evolve. And you can see here, it takes 60 crystals to get to evolve level 1. And all that does for you is increase your damage by 1%. So, you know, looking back at this other spaceship, that would just be kind of a silly thing. Excuse me. Because you can buy this skin right here. You need 10 green crystals, and you get a 25% increase in your damage and your hit rate and your damage you cause for 10 of those crystals. Or you can save up, hit this evolve thing, or you can save up and get 80 of these crystals, which is insane. Like I told you, you could play for hours and hours and hours and not even get a green crystal. I've been waiting for 2 weeks and I haven't got one. So for 80 of them, you can get a 1% increase. And it also requires these other requirements, bullet level 4, power level 10. And that's a 1% increase. Anyway, so it's just, that's kind of crazy. And with all of these things that you unlock, like down in here, this rank 1, you unlock special item slots. You need 10 more crystals to do that and 20,000 coins. That's something else you have to spend your crystals on. And at first I started thinking, well, maybe as you earn crystals, you just keep your crystal count. You know, you get, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And as you get 10, all of these options would come unlocked and then you can keep saving your crystals. Well, that's not the case. Like I said before, if you get to 10 and you decide that you want this rank up thing and you hit this upgrade button, uh, it'll spend your crystals back down to 0, and your coins, you lose 20,000 coins. So it's not like this is a concurrent number, and as you save up, you can evolve, and you're eligible to get these skins, and you're eligible to do these upgrades down here in your power and your bullet level. Every time you spend these, it resets to 0. So that's my only thing with this game is I'm kind of addicted to it, and I do keep playing it, but like I complain the whole time because I want all of this stuff. And I mean, you can see, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that I beat the whole game already, and I'm not even like 150th close to getting a skin or evolving to level 1 or unlocking a special item slot. None of that. Um, and if I, let me see. And there's this screen. There's a shop too, which I was like, oh, cool. I thought you could buy for 2,300 coin or for 27,000 coins. I thought you could buy 10 crystals, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get that ship. So I saved up for 27,000. I saved up 27,000 coins, and then tried to buy 10 crystals, and I was wrong. It's the other way around. It's 10 crystals, and you can get 27,000 coins, which is ridiculous. Let's see if you click on it. Not enough. It says not enough crystal. So for 10 crystals, you get 27,000 coins. And it should be the other way around. I mean, I can get 27,000 coins in a night. You just have to go play a bunch of games in game mode and save some coins. And then I came running in here and was like, I'm going to buy these 10 crystals and upgrade my skin. Well, it's the opposite. It's 10 crystals and then you get coins. So that's absolutely ridiculous because these crystals are so hard to come by, and you can go get coins just by playing level 1 over and over again or whatever. I mean, you just get them. So that was ridiculous. That's something else to look out for. You can't buy these crystals. You have to earn them, and they're very hard to earn. And then I wanted to show you all these special items if I can remember how to get back to it. It's somewhere. Oh, crap. I'm going to have to find it again. Okay. There's all kinds of stuff. It's Evolve Stone Fusion. I don't even know what all these things are. I've never even, like I said, I've beat the game. I've never even seen these two little things. I think that looks like a ticket stub or a boat or something. I've never even seen those. And this thing, I don't know what it is. But there's, if I could find it. Okay, so here we go. There's also all of these special weapons. There's a ton of them down here, if you can see that. Now I can't figure out how to scroll down, but there's all of these shield and amplifier, and I can't even figure out what they all do really because it's not written in perfect English. While power is less than 5, increases damage greatly. While wave is less than 6, increases homing damage greatly. There is all of these crazy deflectors and missiles and sub-zero emitters. I mean, there's a ton of stuff. And like I said, I have never even seen any of this hardly. And it does give you free gifts as you play the game. For like every day, every new day, it gives you a free gift up to like 30 days. So I did get gifted like one of these shields and one of these missiles. And that's something else. When you use that gift, whatever you play, I've used it once and it's a total waste because like you can't select it. There's not enough options in this game to like use these missiles whenever you want. When you select that you want to use your free gift, and then you go log in and play the game, whatever board you're playing, the first enemy that you shoot, it awards you the gift, and then you have to actually collect the gift in the game, and then it goes off immediately. So the missile or whatever, the shield activates on level 1 of whatever board you're playing, and you just use your gift up, and then it's gone forever. So I was kind of disappointed with that too, because you can't like get to a boss or a really hard point in the game and then use like a missile or something against the boss. I haven't got to that yet, but again, and I can't figure out how to scroll down on this right now, so sorry, but it goes all down through there, and I can't even scroll down. But you can see how much stuff there is and how expensive it is. I don't even know how to get all that stuff. Sorry I can't help you there. I forgot what I was going to show you, but so these are the special item slots, and they're locked, and so you have to go up a rank. And to go up a rank, you can see rank 0 to rank 1, you have to get this little battery. The battery thing goes to 350, and you unlock an item, slot 1. So that enables you to carry these special weapons. You unlock a special, but to do that, that's what you have to have. You got to have 10 crystals and $20,000, and I only have 3 crystals right now. And I got to be honest, as soon as I get, as soon as I get 10 crystals, I'm going to buy this skin because this thing's ridiculous. 25% damage increase, and that's more, I mean, that makes the game so much easier. I mean, like, look, you can try these skins, but it's cool that it lets you try. I don't want to be totally negative because I love the game. But you can go through all of these different skins, and it lets you try them out. So, like, just this basic little skin, it's the cheapest one on the very first ship. You have to use this little green ship every time you start, too. You can't select another ship. Like, even though I purchased these other ones, this was like $30,000. Even though you purchased all of these other ones, I purchased them all already. Even though you purchase them, you're not allowed to select which one you want to start with. You always have to start with this green ship when you start playing the game. And then it rewards you different ships as you play the board. I mean, when you kill something, it'll send you these new ships, and you can decide if you want to switch or not. So if you were starting this game, I think it's important to focus on this green ship because you have to play with this one. Every time you start the game, you have to play with the green ship, right? So as soon as I get 10 of these crystals, I'm buying this skin and upgrading my green ship. Let's just look at this, and hopefully it'll let me play. But you might not be able to tell, but the power is insane. I mean, that's a 25% increase in power, and it just evaporates enemies. I mean, you just hit them one time. The original little pea shooter you get, you got to hit each one of those little things like sometimes 5 or 6 or 10 times. And with this upgraded 25%, you just hit them once and they just evaporate. So I mean, you can just see, you can just go right through these things and just mow them down basically. See how quick, I mean, that whole thing, they just run into it and die. And you can see down here on the bottom, I'm on level 10. Every time you get those little bullets, you upgrade a bullet level. And also look at this guy's energy. His energy was up here. You can rewind and look at that. It just drained. It just went, oh. And this is another bug I found. In this little practice mode, the bosses are disappearing. Like, you can't even see them. So this is a bug in the game. You can see the boss is not even on the screen, and I'm fighting him. But look how quickly the energy is going down with that 25%. I mean, it just, on the regular pea shooter, you just hold it on that thing, and it barely moves the energy. So a 25% increase is huge. It makes the game a lot easier. As soon as I get 10 crystals, I'm buying that thing. And that'll make the game really easy. The only problem is it's not giving me any green crystals. So it might be weeks until I get 7 more. But that's what I'm saving up for now. And I guess really that's all I really wanted to say is just chime in and let me know if you think everything's too expensive, because, I mean, like I said, that's how they're trying to keep you interested. But I played the whole game already, and now I just play it because I'm addicted and I get bored, and like I'm just like, well, I'll just play some alien shooter for a while, I guess. And I'm still enjoying it, but I mean, I've been through all of this and I haven't seen, I mean, the tip of the iceberg on skins. I mean, every one of these planes, each one of these each one of these 5 planes has at least 5 or 6 skins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 skins for that spaceship alone. And you can see you need 150 of these crystals and 120 of these blue crystals to buy that one skin. I mean, that is ridiculous. I mean, basically, you'd have to play thousands of times to get that much. I mean, you'd have to play this game 2,000 times and beat a level to get that much stuff. It's insane. So they've really tried to build in a lot of like unattainable things to keep you interested and keep you playing the game, but it's like I've already been through it and beat the whole thing without having any of it. And when you do get that stuff, it's going to get insanely easy. I mean, like, look at this. Like, if you come over here to this light phantom and look at these advanced skins, here's one that has like 100%. Okay, this one goes to 80% damage increase. 80% damage increase on this. Watch this. I mean, it's not even fair anymore. It's like, so if you buy this plane, I mean, you just come out and just go across and just absolutely eviscerate everything in your path. Look at that. I mean, they don't even hardly have time to come on the screen. You just go bzzz, and they're dead. I mean, you just go through and just nuke everything on the screen real quick and you're done. So it's like not even fun anymore. Look at the energy go down on this boss. I mean, it just zaps it. So by the time you even get to that, it won't even be fun anymore. And here it is again. You can see they're not showing up on the screen. I also wrote YouTube and told them that this was going on, but I accidentally said boss mode instead of practice mode. So hopefully they figure out what I was talking about, but that's not even showing up. Anyways, so it gets completely ridiculous. I mean, by the time you would actually get this much stuff, it won't even be fun anymore because you can just go through and just nuke everything. But I do want to get that one little 25% increase on the very first ship, the little green guy here, as quickly as I can. I want to get this 10 coins and get a 25% increase. That'll make things a lot easier, and it'll make things go a lot faster. So I don't know, guys. We'll see what they do with this. I've seen some of these other YouTube playable games where like they promised that in the future they were going to be adding more levels. I think there's one bazooka game or something. I mean, that must be for like children. I sat down and I beat that game in like 20 minutes, the entire game. There's like 50 levels. And at the end of the game it says, "Thanks for playing. Stay tuned. We're going to add more levels in the future." And I was just like, oh, okay. I mean, it's like for children or whatever, but this game is actually pretty hard. It takes I mean, it'll frustrate you playing it. And the only thing you can do is move around with your mouse. I mean, so as far as using special items and all that stuff, I don't know what it's going to do when you unlock those spots. Sorry, I haven't got that far yet, but like when you unlock these special item slots here, I don't know if you have to hit spacebar or what, how you activate the special items. There's got to be a way. But the controls are very simple. You basically just move your mouse around and it shoots constantly. So I'd like to see him add some more options to where you can decide which special item and when you want to activate it and all that stuff. So you could like save a missile up for an end boss or a difficult part in the game. And we'll see in the future. Hopefully they will come and maybe this will just be the beginning. Maybe this map will trudge onwards through the galaxy and they'll add more stuff and more special boards and it'll keep going. That is a possibility, but for right now, this is all we have to work with. So Maybe it'll get easier to earn crystals and they'll add more boards in the future and stuff, because right now you're just stuck playing the same thing over and over. And it does get pretty hard on crazy mode. So you got to beat all these bosses and everything again on crazy mode. And also, as I mentioned, you got to come in here in the campaign mode and beat these bosses on easy, medium, and hard. Like, this is the last boss. Let's just look at it on hard for fun while I'm doing this. Oh, I'm not even there yet. I have to defeat him on... I can play him on medium. So this is the last one, and it's pretty hard. And then I'll sign off on this video. So thanks for watching. It's been a long tour, but sorry, I was thinking about running into that. So we'll see what happens here, but I think I might have just died. Anyways, I can't do that right now. It takes so much dexterity to move the mouse pad around. Oh, that's another big thing I want to mention. I'm playing on a laptop, and so I have like a keypad for the mouse, or a mouse pad. I don't have a free-floating mouse where you can move easily. So on some of those maneuvers, like you can see the dots all over the screen right there, you have to make such large maneuvers that I physically run out of room on my mouse pad, the touchpad. It's like you have to use the entire touchpad to make these maneuvers. So you got to be prepared, and like if there's something moving, like all those bullets that are on the screen right now, you have to go all the way to the down left corner of the mouse pad and use the entire mouse pad to move across the screen, or you run out of room and it's like impossible. And so the other big thing that I want to mention is that because you have to make these complex maneuvers, they have a pause feature on the mouse pad. So like when you're playing the game, this is absolutely ridiculous. I don't really want to start another board right now, but I will. When you play the game, see, here's these special gifts. Don't let me forget about the pause feature I'm talking about, but this kills me. These are the special gifts. You can see I have like 3 packs of bullets and I have 4 of these shields. So it gives you some special gifts, but if you decided that you wanted to use one of these, like this missile here, it deploys immediately. As soon as you hit play and you shoot somebody, it gives you the shield, and you use it immediately, which is kind of silly. But what I was getting at with that pause feature, if you look at my mouse, there's a pause right up here at the top of the screen. Pause. That's all you need. However, they have it built into the mouse pad that, like if you come to the bottom of the screen and hit down and double tap, that also pauses. And that is so annoying. I can't even, like, that is so unnecessary and so freaking annoying. It has frustrated me horribly in this game. When you're playing in bosses, like I was just saying, and you have to make large moves, and you're using the entire mouse pad as it is to say move from the left side of the screen all the way up over into here to evade bullets and stuff, you're pushing on that mouse pad like crazy. And so you're surrounded by bullets, and it'll do this. It'll pause the game, and you could, one, mistakenly hit main menu, which resets the game, and you can imagine how frustrated that is. Or you'll die because you lost your place and you have to resume the game and then start moving again, and you're totally surrounded by bullets. So I emailed them and also told them that the pause was extremely frustrating and needs to be done away with. I don't know if they'll do it or not, but that's terrible. I mean, that is absolutely terrible. And if you think about it, when you're playing this game, the standard position is like the ready position is like right here, front and center on the bottom when you want to get ready. Like you want to come shoot something, or say after this board is over right here, you're back to front and center waiting. And so every time you come back, if you double tap and hit down, it pauses. So this is like the standard position, like backing up and down, and you're holding down on the mouse pad as it is. So every time you come back down here, you risk pausing the game when you don't want to. And that has caused me to die so many times. It's horrible. And then one time I also did, I was in the middle of playing and I paused it real quick and I was moving my hand. And as I moved it, I came back over and accidentally tapped on main menu. And I was playing a boss at the very end of a board and I lost my whole game. So that is like absolutely ridiculous. And I hope they take away that pause feature. And that's the last thing I wanted to say. All right, this has been a long video and I'm going to sign off. I'll just play this board, but so you come through and you collect those little bullets and then you can see like it gave me the option here to switch spaceships. And I've built up the power on that thing pretty strong. You can see it's kind of zapping everything pretty easily, but it still gets stronger. There's another spaceship, but yeah, so you collect these bullets and then down here this little level that says 5. Every time you collect bullets, you upgrade these little bars and it'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. Up until you're maxed out. So that was the end of level 1. So as you collect those little packs of bullets, you max out your power, and that's what these two things are here. These are your bullets that you collect, and that little bar at the bottom that counts up, it'll go to max, and so the more bullet level you have, the more packs of bullets you can get, and your max bullets increase during the gameplay. But you have to upgrade that. So as you upgrade capacity, you can shoot more and more bullets, if that makes sense. And then you also have your power level, which is how powerful those bullets are. So you can also upgrade that. But all this stuff costs money and crystals. Very expensive. I have 1 crystal of 60 here, and I need 4. This is something else. I've been waiting for 2 weeks to get crystals to upgrade this. Haven't gotten one. So that's my thoughts on this game. I really like it. You can see I've been playing it a lot. It's really one of the most fun playables I've played. I've spent the most time on this one. And that's just that's my, it's not a brief, that's my verbose overview of this. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you want to chime in and tell me how you feel about this, and if there's a way to get crystals faster, let me know, because I want to know how to get money and crystals and upgrade. From what I can tell, you basically just have to play boss mode and earn crystals, and then play a bunch of this campaign mode and get the colored crystals, the evolved crystals, and it just takes a bunch of time. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to sign off for real now. This was a long explanation. Maybe it'll help somebody if somebody's looking to play this game. Hopefully I didn't leave anything out. I tried to go through everything. I talked about all of this stuff up here. I'll see you guys later.